Minnesota, Chicago yesterday. Fascinating game. I want to do both quarterbacks, starting with J.J. McCarthy. Do we feel like this so far is failing, this decision to let everyone else go and give him the ball?
Yeah, it's hard to say otherwise right now, Greeny. The misses are extreme. They're egregious. I don't know if I've seen a quarterback that can throw one pass essentially perfect and then another pass 10 seconds later 3-4 yards off the mark. And the problem is he's missing huge plays for their offense, and the misses are not back shoulder, front shoulder. They're 2-3 yards at time. I don't know why this wasn't the case in college, but the misses are extreme.
He's put together like a good fourth quarter yesterday, or it looked like they were going to come back and maybe have a chance to win the game. Bears wind up winning it at the end on the field goal. J.J. McCarthy, though, it's been a little bit of a rough go in Minnesota. Again, 5 starts.
5 starts, that's the key, early on. And he came to life at the end of the game. And it looked like it was going to be a replay of the game that these two teams played earlier in the year when J.J. McCarthy led the Vikings to a come-from-behind victory in the final moments at Chicago. But I think that tells you how these two teams have flipped for the time being. This time, Chicago was able to come back and mount a rally of its own. And this morning, Chicago is in first place. At this time of the year, Week 11, for the first time since 2018, when they had a rookie head coach in Matt Nagy and a second-year quarterback in Mitch Trubisky. Oh, rookie head coach Ben Johnson, second-year quarterback Caleb Williams in first place again. From when the Bears.
Well, so let's do that here. Let's do the Caleb side of it, and then we'll go bigger picture here. What are we seeing right now in this young quarterback?
He was outstanding. Probably the most mature and professional grown-up performance of Caleb's career. Under center play action has become huge. He consistently made the right decision. He consistently had the right answer versus what the defense was doing. Do I take the check down? Do I throw a chunk? Do I have to throw hot? Just a very impressive performance on the road versus a very good defense. Was conscious of how to value the football, make plays when they needed. I thought he was outstanding.
You know what? And Rex made me think of this. Rex, you say this to me a lot. We work together 2 days a week now. I hear you say this a lot. The way you see a well-coached team is, are the players getting better? Do you see the players improving? If you watch the Bears play every single week, you can just see the progress that Caleb Williams is making. He looks like a different player. Forget last year. He looks like a different player than he did the first couple of weeks. Yes, exactly. Of this season, you were seeing the progress. So A, that's a credit to him. And B, it is a testament to the value of the coaching.
I said at the beginning of the season that Ben Johnson had to deconstruct this young man and to build him back up. Well, guess what? The young man is building back up right now. And like Orlowski said, like his composure and knowing where to go with the football, it's just been outstanding. It seems like every week it's getting better and better and better. And when you talk about not just Caleb, but the whole team, the way they're running the ball, their defense, how they're taking the ball away, like they're doing all the things. It's funny, like one-score game, they're winning the close games. Something that the Kansas City Chiefs aren't able to do. Like they're doing the little things that win football games.
He's evolving to a problem solver than a problem creator. Caleb, for a year and a half, would create his own problems. He would run away from clean pockets. He would avoid throwing a check down, take sacks. He's doing an unbelievable job, what I would call like hidden yards. I counted 68 hidden yards yesterday where something's not there, there's a pressure, and all of a sudden he evades it. And so the great quarterbacks are problem solvers. They're elite problem solvers. Every play there's a problem presented by the defense. He is solving it so much more consistently now. If you're Chicago, you have to be just over the moon right now.
There's 2 people that solve problems the most in an organization. The quarterback on the field and the coach prior to that ball being snapped. They got it right. And here's the thing, Dan, you mentioned about him underneath center. He was absolutely horrendous last year underneath center at a 20-something quarterback rating, right? This year, over 80 underneath. So you talk about that improvement, that's it. He's learning to be an NFL quarterback, not just a unbelievable talent. He's always had that. Oh, and by the way, he's becoming an outstanding quarterback. But Greeny, I got to say something. I don't know if it's sustainable on defense. This defense is horrendous. They're 3rd worst in the National Football League. All right.
They're just getting a bunch of takeaways.
But they're living on takeaways. I don't think you can trust it. Something has to give. It tells me that you have playmakers on defense, but you got to do something maybe structurally differently.
It's just interesting. I said before the season started, you would judge their success without even looking at the record. You would judge their success based upon when the season ends, do you say to yourself, we finally have the guy? The answer to that is already yes. So now all of a sudden, they find themselves, the Lions aren't as good as we thought, Packers aren't as good as we thought, the Bears are in first place, look at the numbers here. All of a sudden, Dan, that shifts to where if you're a fan, you're thinking, holy smoke, maybe we do something this year.
And this is the kind of thing that's going on across the league. Every year we expect the Ravens and the Chiefs and the Bills and the Lions to automatically repeat. And that's why this league is so interesting and compelling, because it's so rarely like that. You say, oh, are they going to be able to sustain it? Well, that's what keeps us so interested to see if they can. But you know what? The Patriots are for real. The Colts are for real. The Broncos are for real. And the Chicago Bears. They may not win the division, but they're in first place after 11 weeks, and they're going to have a chance to win the division.
Okay, we have one piece of business left to take care of.
With a generational talent, that's why the guy is getting better and better and better.
And Rex, to be fair, some of that just takes time. And obviously it's amazing to pair him with Ben Johnson. And you're going to see, obviously, as the reps accumulate, he's going to get better and better at playing under center, which he has. But last week, you said, he should have been sacked, I think, 8 times in that game. And they couldn't pull his flag. And so many of them, the thing that I loved, he gets out of the sack and throws the ball away even, right? Again, I think his receivers had 7 drops as well. Like, he was the best player on his field, and he just kept coming. Didn't take a single sack in that game last week against the Giants, right? This was a guy that took a lot of sacks last year as a rookie. And I think he's learning to play, keeping himself out of these bad situations. And then the way he's playing in the fourth quarter. You said it, the game-winning run, he's under center, it's play action. He finishes it off. I just really love the development I've seen and the toughness out of the kid. It's freaking snowing. It's in Chicago. It looked miserable. Yeah. And this guy just got better and better.
Alex, remember we're sitting there watching. We're like, oh my goodness. Yes. He got out of Houdini. He's getting out of it again. And the other thing, too, is, Alex, remember we're watching. And Mosh, you mentioned they had 6 drops in that game.
Yes, right. Yep. 6
drops. I don't want to hear this. He only threw 60% completion. Oh, really? Do you watch the game? Yeah. Watch this guy. Oh, he's got a generational talent. The hell he's not. Yes, he is.
So that's one side of the equation. Now let's go to the other. Caleb Williams doing this. J.J. McCarthy, I feel like I'm contractually obligated to remind you he has only started 4 games in his NFL career. But, Randy, that's your team. You watch him as closely as anyone. What are we seeing?
Man, you see a young quarterback, and this is me as a pass catcher, just need to understand how to gauge his athletes. Like, they're talking about the first play that he threw to Jefferson week 1. That was a dart. Mm-hmm. But besides Jordan and Addison, I think that J.J. McCarthy, Kevin O'Connell needs to understand how to gauge their athletes, because at points there comes a point of time in games where he escapes the pocket. There's the offensive guy right there ready to catch the ball, but he's giving him a fastball. So I just think there's some little things to be able to clean up, because we've seen what Ben Johnson, we sit up here talking about what Ben Johnson has cleaned up in Caleb Williams. Now it's time for Kevin O'Connell to clean up his young J.J. McCarthy. And all the expectations on J.J. McCarthy, bring him on, continue to bring him on. And the reason man got drafted coming from a national championship Michigan Wolverine. So all the controversy, all the negativity, yes, bring it on. But if there's one thing that I can definitely see Kevin O'Connell helping a young quarterback is gauging